12 fams, wake up. We just made a move that is flying under the radar but carries massive upside. A former first-round talent is officially coming to Seattle to wreak havoc in the trenches. The Seattle Seahawks have officially announced the signing of defensive tackle Bryan Bresee to a reserve/future contract. This is a fascinating development as the front office begins constructing the roster for the 2026 campaign. Bresee, who entered the league with incredibly high expectations as a first-round selection, was recently available on the market, and general manager John Schneider didn't hesitate to pull the trigger. By signing a reserve/future deal, Bresee is essentially locked in for the upcoming offseason program, giving the coaching staff a legitimate look at his physical tools without burning a roster spot for the current moment. It is a classic low-risk, high-reward maneuver that defines this front office's philosophy. He joins a defensive line room that is always looking for explosive power and versatility under Mike Macdonald's scheme. But before we continue, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that like button. We are trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers, so please support the channel. Now let's break down why this matters. Bryan Bresee isn't just some camp body. This guy has elite pedigree coming out of Clemson. When you look at Mike Macdonald's defensive philosophy, it relies heavily on a deep, rotating defensive line that can generate pressure from the interior. Bresee has the size and the athleticism to be a disruptor, but he needs the right environment to unlock that consistency. This is a pure prove-it situation. The Seahawks are betting that their coaching staff can refine his technique and get him back to that first-round caliber of play. From a salary cap perspective, this is brilliant. Reserve/future contracts are minimal impact, meaning if he doesn't work out, the team loses almost nothing. But if he hits, you just acquired a starting caliber defensive tackle for pennies on the dollar. This is exactly how you build depth in the NFL without overspending in free agency.
We have to talk about the long-term implications of this signing because it signals exactly where the Seahawks' heads are at regarding the defensive trenches. The interior defensive line is the engine of this defense. By bringing in a talent like Bresee now, before the free agency frenzy begins, Seattle is getting a head start on 2026 roster battles. Imagine pairing a revitalized Bresee next to our established starters. The potential for interior pressure skyrockets. We know that in the NFC West, you have to win at the line of scrimmage. You are playing against physical run games and mobile quarterbacks, so having athletic big men is non-negotiable. Bresee's ability to shoot gaps and use his hands was his calling card in college. If the Seahawks defensive line coach can harness that aggression and discipline his run fits, this could be the steal of the offseason before the offseason even officially starts. It also takes a little bit of pressure off the upcoming draft. You don't feel forced to reach for a defensive tackle in the early rounds if you feel confident in the development of guys like Bresee. This is smart, calculated roster management. It's about churning the bottom of the roster with guys who have the ceiling to rise to the top. Furthermore, looking at the depth chart, we need bodies who can rotate in on passing downs without a drop-off in production. Bresee offers that specific upside as a pass-rushing 3 technique. It is a low-risk gamble that could pay massive dividends when training camp rolls around. I want to hear from you, 12s. Do you like taking a flyer on a former first-round pick like this? Do you think Mike Macdonald is the right coach to fix his game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We need to see if this reclamation project turns into a cornerstone piece. Stay tuned, because the roster moves are just getting started. Go Hawks!